Okay, here's the 85 VW Vanagon Westfalia for sale. It's a quick walkthrough. I got a ton of pictures, so this is just more of a in motion type of thing. It's 85. I think it was the third owner. I have to double check. I got the Carfax for it. It's clean. Never been wrecked. No title issues. No hail damage. Never stolen or anything. Just a nice clean Carfax. So here's the front. Sorry if I picked a windy day. It's kind of always windy out here. Really nice shape. Door panels are nice. There's a minor little start cut right here. I think that's just from the age. Of course, all the brown plastic interior pieces deteriorate fairly quick. But panels themselves are in really nice shape. Dash, being brown typically, and it's 27 years old. It does have a couple cracks in it, but not that bad. Radio, nice Sony unit, works good, just not installed right, and I got two left thumbs when it comes to stereo installation, so I didn't touch it. Doesn't bug me that much, but wouldn't take much to get it done right. That light works. I got a new bulb coming for the dome light. I gotta put it in. Glove box. Passenger seats in really nice shape. Armrests do show some wear and tear. That side as well. Headrests are fine. Headliner is just about perfect. If you check right here, some risers are both nice shape, not dry rotted or swallowed or wrinkled up. The mirror has been replaced again. The brown plastic stuff VW used in the 80s was just worthless, so it fell apart, so I got a new one. This one's black, so it should hold up. Alright, this one actually does have the fridge in it. I'll be straight up with you. I plugged it in and it doesn't work. That's as much as I did with it. The auxiliary battery under the driver's seat is still the original, so it needs to be replaced. I haven't gotten to that yet. Did put a new starter battery in here, but I plugged the fridge into the 110. It does not work, so I honestly don't know if it works with 12 volt or not, and it could just be as much as a fuse, but I don't even know where they're at in this thing. I know nothing about fridges. I do cars. There's the jump seat. Does show some wear and tear. Nice little tear in that, but the plastic's all good. The table folds up beautifully. Like anything 25-year-old, the T-molding that they put on there is starting to wrinkle up just a touch. The pop top works great. The window is just recently replaced by the previous owner that didn't drive it at all. Had it for 5 years and put 1,000 miles on it. This one does have air conditioning and it works. I'll probably throw another charge on it because it's not ice cold, but it's cool. It does the job. Not that you'd feel it in the front anyway, but if you got it back here, it's actually kind of nice and cool. Seat mechanism works perfectly. Seat does have a couple tears, just to be expected at age, but corduroy wouldn't be too bad, too expensive to replace. All the cup holders are there. For some reason this one has two little holes drilled into it. All the ashtrays are there, all work. Curtains are all there, they all work. I replaced all the broken curtain hangers, little rods, so they all function perfectly. I'm a stickler about detail stuff like this. Most of the little push pins that hold the screws are there. Again, the brown ones deteriorated to a point. Speakers all work. I'll go inside. Door panel is nice shape. It's all there. The typical weak spot on them is right here by the hinge. They come loose and then they catch the door on the way out, so it's got a little rip right here, and there's a screw put into that. Probably not that big a deal. All the slide windows work nice. Screens are in perfect. There, come on. There we go. Seat belts all work, front and rear. Power outlets work. What else is there? Back tires are good. Hubcaps are nice. Do show some light wear where the silver's coming off, but they're not road rash or anything. A simple respray should do it. The one thing, it is just about completely rust free. I mean, just amazingly rust free, especially for this area here. I did put some of that rust converter on the suspension hangers there because there was a little bit of surface rust on it. Nothing rusted through. That's why they're black. It turns out it's not black. Okay, it's a rear hatch. There's the dent, the one dent on the van right here. Must have backed into something. The infamous blind spot right here. Taillights, real nice shape. Resealed them, checked all the bulbs, cleaned them up, refinished the bolts. They all work. Every single light in this thing works. Coolant and oil. As you can see up here, there's no spray. That's kind of the one thing to look for in these things. No overspray from coolant or oil or anything. The exhaust, that is the one weak spot on this thing here. It does have one exhaust leak. I do have that section of the exhaust, but I'm not going to mess with it, so I'll just pass that on to the new owner. There's the dent in the bumper that's pictured. A few minor surface scratches, which I'm no detailer, but I think a good detail shop might be able to buff those out. Probably most of them at least. They look really sharp. It's all original paint, so I mean the thing looks really, really nice. Back bed cushion. It's nice, comfortable. It's not dried up or cracked or rotted or dusty. Shelving, that all works. Got my hooks in there for that tarp I have. Of course, tools. Never drove a VW without a set of tools. Shelving, it's all there. There's that white stuff. Cracked, but you won't find one with less cracks than that. There's a T-molding I was telling you about. I'm 25 years old. It just starts to kind of wrinkle up on you. But Van Cafe and Go Westy and stuff have that for actually a pretty reasonable deal. The air conditioning condenser. Like I said, the air conditioning actually works. It does have power steering. It works beautifully. The thing just drives really nice. There's a panel. For some reason, I don't know how, but there's a little hole in here. Must have had something in the trunk. Curtains got relatched. Got new snaps on both sides here. They're not dry rotted, ripped, or tore, or anything. All the snaps are there, so you can close it up the way it's supposed to be. New rear hatch shocks, new wipers. I had a new set of Westfalia stickers, but they got lost somewhere in the move. They're in the box, and I can't find them. The tires are good, brakes are good, suspension's nice, shocks work good. It doesn't bounce or wobble or anything. Handles really nice. Open this side up so you can see the best part. There's some of the scratches I was talking about. I think that's just all pretty clear. I don't think it's gone through the metal. There's your other door panel. Again, it's in really nice shape. No tears or rips. There's one right here. Not too bad. Replaced all these. The old ones were kind of moldy, so I got rid of those. This is the light I got to replace. Light bulb. I do have the door pocket. Like they all do, it broke off. Most of the tabs are still on it. I got it, so it comes with it. But here's the best part of it. Yep, 71,939. I do drive it to work and back, so that's probably going to change a little bit, but it's only about 13 miles one way. So by the time it gets sold, it shouldn't be a whole lot more. It might be at 72,000. Let's see, mechanically, well, let's start with these here. The floor mats, we're with it. I think they're cool as hell. There's no rust in the steps on either side. As you can see, I mean, there's really nothing there. New pedal pads. New master cylinder in the clutch in the front, new clutch slave cylinder in the rear, and clutch hydraulic line was replaced. Everything I got was from Van Cafe. If you ever need anything Vanagon related, I would highly suggest to get to them. Their customer service is just outstanding. But anyway, here's the driver's seat. Worn pretty good, getting in and out. Same on this side. Armrests are a little wore out on the bottom only, so we put this up and it's actually pretty perfect. So I'm thinking it's just from going in and out. But the foam's all good. Foam's all good, mechanically it's all good, slides back and forth. Steering wheel is nice. It's starting to show a little bit of age. It's going to show up in the camera, but there's some very fine cracks there. Yeah, but it's still comfortable. It's foamy, it's not dry or anything. The one bad downfall, besides the exhaust leak, which is just annoying, the gas gauge does not work. I tried another gauge and it didn't respond, so my bet would be on the sending unit. Also the clock doesn't work, but I haven't seen one of those work in who knows how long, ages. Headlights work, high beams work, wipers work, high, low, and intermittent. The rear wiper works. It's just a hell of a nice van. You just don't see those very often. What else did I do with this thing? Fuel lines. Yes. There it is, a Wolfsburg edition. Front is nice. Radiator fan does work, so it does kick in. So you don't have to worry about stopping and going, traffic or anything. Grill could probably use some armor or bumper block or something. But I was like showing stuff in the condition I drive it and not all glamored up. That way you can see what you get. Gas cap is new. Like I said, the fuel lines. So I bought the fuel lines from front to back, all the way from the tank. Let me see if I can catch it here off the curb. You must see there's just no rust. There's no filter. Fuel lines literally run from the tank to the fuel injector all the way through. I replaced that firewall pass-through fuel adapter, cheap shit plastic one with a proper metal one from Van Cafe again. So I mean the fuel lines should be good to go for a really long time. Air filter, plugs, oil, everything was done. Like I said, I picked it up not running, and then I drive it to work every day. So it's a beauty. It's just a really nice ride van. So any questions, please don't hesitate to email. Any pictures of anything you want. I've sold a lot of cars on eBay and I tend to over describe. I'm very particular about stuff. I'm nitpicking the hell out of everything, so there shouldn't be any surprises. Like I said, any questions at all, send me an email. I'll be happy to answer it or take pictures. So alright, best of luck bidding. Hopefully she'll go to a good home. Deserves it. Be a lot of fun. Thanks guys.